Gaffer, thanks for taking the time to speak to us. 2-0 win away from home, clean sheet, 3 points. That's not a bad evening.
Funny evening really. Thought we could have been better, but should have won the game 4 or 5-0. So sort of strange emotions, but positives are clean sheet, finding ways to win. Had a 10-minute period at the start of the second half where we weren't quite right, so we changed the shape, and they took that information well, which went on to the transitions where we were killing them on transition, which was when we should have put the game to bed. But yeah, so lots of positives. Another game unbeaten, first away win since Bolton, so it's a couple of months now. So were we fantastic and free-flowing? No, but this is a difficult place to come. They just beat Blackpool 3-0, beat Rotherham 1-0 the week before that. So it's, you take the points, put them in the skip, take them on.
You've spoken a lot about ruthlessness in the last few weeks and mentality and those sorts of things. The fact that we missed a few big chances before we put the game to bed sort of feeds into that. Is that something that will come with a little bit of time? Is it more trying to walk before you run a little bit?
No, I think that's people putting their hand up and centre forwards, and we can't keep relying on set plays. So, and it might sound like pressure, but it is pressure. We can't keep relying on centre halves to score goals from set plays to win us games. I know Callum scored a goal right in the end, which kills the game off, but there's an expectancy, and at the minute it's not quite landing on whoever. We've had loads of different combinations, but we're fine. It's not that they're not trying, but yeah, it's trying to be a little bit more clinical, because we're not always going to come and create that many chances. Doesn't matter who we play.
I can tell you're not completely satisfied from the way you're discussing the game, but it's nice to feel that way, but also have the cushion of 3 points afterwards. That's something we were missing in weeks gone by.
Yeah, last 2 weeks, Saturday, Tuesday. I think early in the season when we were good, we won. When we weren't, we didn't. And sometimes when we're good, we didn't win either. So the positives are that I keep talking about the same things, but it's a mentality, it's a culture, it's behaviours, it's day to day. And a part of the challenge was, so we've managed to wrestle momentum at home, winning 6 on the spin, but the next part of the challenge is, right, if we want to achieve anything this season, we've got to start winning away from home, by hook or by crook. So that's the positive, that we managed to win away from home, and it's just ingraining it, be off tomorrow and then back in working, like I said, in over the weekend. This almost turns it into a normal week now, Saturday to Saturday rather than Tuesday to Tuesday. So we'll count the bodies. Obviously Mikel looks like he's had a serious-ish one. I don't think it's anything too bad. I think he's opened his knee up. The lad's landed on him. Again, it's not a lot you can do about that. But it's the frustration at the minute. We start getting a couple back, and we lose Reece, we lose Mikel, we lose Matty Pearson. We've all been starters. But that's where we're at the minute. We've just got to keep finding a way.
It's about putting runs together, isn't it, as well, especially at this point in the season when we've got so many games coming up across Christmas and New Year. To put a run together where we're 7 unbeaten in the league now is in our credit, but performances hopefully will get better with time and within that as well.
I don't think it was a bad performance. It's probably, it's not like it was a smash and grab job. I don't think if anyone didn't see the game, it's not. I don't want them thinking that we were terrible and we just managed to nick it. We deserved to win the game. It's just me being probably asking for perfection all the time. But I think that's 17 points in the last 7 games now. So it's pushing and pushing. We've had to work really hard because we've got in a horrible run. There's no getting away from it, and we've had to work really hard to get back in a part of the table that we want to be in and around. So they don't get any credit for that because we feel that's where we want to be anyway. So now it's trying to kick on.
It's not trying to find a negative from a positive, of course, but you said to Radio Leeds earlier, if we'd have won by 4, 5 or 6, nobody would have raised an eyebrow. It's perhaps just finding the edge that we do actually put those scorelines together, because that gives everybody a lift. Supporters, 800 odd of them here tonight, making an effort to come down to London. It gives everybody a bit of a boost in a way that perhaps, if we're being picky, 2-0 doesn't, which sounds silly to say out loud.
Well, we've lost a lot of games at the football club, albeit in a different league. So it was 800. I thought brilliant. To come down to London, they've all had to take half a day off work, which costs money, and then it's expensive when you get down here to buy anything. And I thought they were magnificent. So hopefully they'll go home happy with a win. And hopefully they can see the work that's it's taking place slowly. It doesn't happen. Buzzwords, culture, mentality, but that's all we've talked about. We've been banging it, but it's day-to-day habits. And we found ways to win. We've had to change shape a couple of times today. We've had to dig in for 10 minutes because you're not going to dominate any game for 90 minutes. And we looked solid and resolute. And there's been periods of the season this year when we have had those 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes where we've looked like wide open and almost trying our best to lose the game. I didn't think that was the case today.
There was an opportunity for a couple of players who haven't been in and around the squad as much recently, namely Josh Ruffles and Freddie Ladapo, who were brought on as substitutes. Just to talk us through their involvement today.
It's a squad game. You know, it's not that we don't trust them. I've said this before, and actually said to the players yesterday. It's irony that you know, about Ruffs. I said it about Ollie Turner in the season. You know, sort of thanking them for the way they go about their business day to day. Football pays you back. Hard work pays you back. And you know, I can't play everyone. It's not that I don't trust them, clearly, because if I didn't trust Ruffs, I'd have brought him down here. I wouldn't have put him on the pitch. But the way he goes about it every day, the way he trains, because if he didn't train properly and he was trying to poison the place, I wouldn't have him around the place. I'd just move him into the B team. So the character of the players has never been questioned in terms of attitude, character. It's more what we're pushing is like sort of accountability. Don't just look after yourselves, push each other. But no, Ruffs and Freddie, football's a funny game. You know, Freddie wasn't due to be in the squad. Wardy gets ill, gives you an opportunity to get on the pitch. So yeah, and again, if we didn't trust Freddie, we wouldn't put him on. So they're all here for a reason. It's not lip service that it's a squad game. It's a squad game. We've had so many injuries this year. I don't know what we've done in terms of that, because you lose 3 first team players, as in they've been starting pretty much every week. Matty, Mikel and Reece, when Reece has been fit, and they're all injured. But you get Misha back, and people get opportunities, and it's about taking your opportunities, like Ollie Turner's.
Gaffer, thank you very much for your time. Congratulations on the win.
Cheers, Raj.